Welcome back to Round 5 Commentary with your boy Sparky. I'm here with my boy Victor. Victor, you're in the matchup today. Why don't you tell me what we got going on?
We're playing a fun little blue-white blink with 4 Quantum Riddler and 3 Consult the Star Charts from the new Edge of Eternity set. Wanted to try to feature some new Edge cards. I know a lot of people are excited about this set,
Mm-hmm.
which is fun because it's a standard set that actually seems to have a couple of cards worth talking about in Eternal. So unfortunately, last week I had the most amount of new cards, so I was on quite a bit. Kyle Navarro also having a few out there as well with the Jeskai Affinity deck. I guess it would still be Affinity.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Steve played with I call it Warp and Tell. I know it's not really that, but I just like that way cooler than the actual name of the card.
Yeah, there was a lot of interesting decks being played last week. I got to tune into the stream. Me and Young Slime Calvin were at SmackDown watching John Cena for the last time, so we weren't at FNM. But I saw this very unique deck that you decided to play, and I'm interested to see how this goes. It looks like you're on the play.
Yeah, that was step one, being on the play against Energy. Definitely what I want to do. Got to play Tune the Narrative again. Love this card. One of my favorite cards right now.
Yeah, I know we've talked a few times about your love for Tune into Wrath the Skies, so you're kind of already working your way there. One of the cool things I do like about your deck is the ability to leave up mana for Consult the Star Charts, Felia, or Counterspell when you have 2 mana open.
Yeah, you're
So,
basically playing a modified blue-white flash where the only things that are going to be sorcery speed are your board wipes and your Riddlers. So there's a lot of flexibility and there's a lot of ways to keep your deck open to kind of react a little bit more efficiently.
yeah, Tom over here thinking he's cool because he's on the Pro Tour, he can use his own tokens. That's not how this works.
Yeah,
Appreciate
no,
you.
wouldn't let him do that, and yeah,
Voice.
he's got to still rep the.
Ooh.
Yeah, this was a decent one.
Awkward, huh?
I see the SpongeBob in your hand, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Counterspell?
unfortunately, I didn't have any other way to interact with it at the time, so I'm thinking, okay, if I don't counter it, now the counter spell's dead. So I just counter it?
That's fine.
I think it's probably the right play here. I know there's like a couple other things you can do, but I mean, if the counter spell's in your hand, you might as well use it while you have the mana to use it. You have other things you can do on later turns.
Yeah.
And again, 2 mana up. Could have anything. Could be a boat.
I think I have a Riddler, I have a Solitude, and I think I have another Tomb, which is unfortunate.
What? Don't play voice.
Yeah, it's good.
Go.
End step. Tune?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make my life easier.
Yep.
No, it was on
forgot.
top.
Yeah, she failed
I'm
that.
going to be honest. I think I would have shipped one of those to the bottom.
Yeah.
I wanted the energy. I figured, okay, I'll just get the energy and just stock up on it because it might become relevant later to have Wrath in low mana situations.
I just think that there are better cards. Like I know that it draws a card. I know that it adds the energy. Like
Yep.
I fully get how the card works. I'm just thinking to myself, like, how do I? Oh, you didn't want to attack with it?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't have haste.
Does not have haste.
I
A lot of
keep
people
thinking some of
forget
these
that.
I think the warp creatures for the warp cost give it haste, but I guess only the ones with haste do that. Got it.
Unless I've been playing this wrong, but I don't
I'm
think.
thinking it's like suspend. Remember when a card would come off suspend, it would have haste that turn?
Yeah, no, I think that would be too good.
Yeah, okay. I've been playing this card wrong. Mentally in my head.
Yeah, I think that would be too good. A 4/6 with haste for 2 that draws you. Yeah, no.
I can stay on top.
That would be too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Copy.
On top, you got it.
That would be. I think that would be too much.
The real question is, you got an answer for this, a Johnny.
No. No, I don't.
It looks like you had a subtlety in your hand.
No blue card. I think I don't have a blue card. Oh no, I have another Riddler. I think. I kind of forgot what I had.
I think that's a consult.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
consult.
I'll respond.
Sure.
He's got an instant speed response.
No, he's just fetching, so that way he doesn't put the Ajani back on top, then fetch, and lose the Ajani.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll put it on top.
Okay.
Look at that sequencing. I'm doing it. Prison.
He also could have fetched first.
Oh, before
Right.
even playing the Ajani. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
Like, I'm gonna say that like I think fetching first would have been the right thing because you would have left up more relevant mana.
I'll keep believing in exile. Draw.
I think not seeing a pending here was a little brutal. Could have used one at one point or another.
Pass to you.
I wonder if it's a solitude.
Could be.
The only thing I know we were talking before we started
So at 4, it's memory damage,
this
and
stream,
after that, it's
this recording,
some.
about the Esper version of the deck
Most of the time,
and the
it's-
fact that like Overlord of the Balemerc and like a lot of the other cards work a little bit better, I think, with the Quantum Riddler. The unfortunate part here is that you have to
cheater.
It's good.
you're kind of gonna burn a Solitude at some point. Like you now have to play the rest of the game with like 5 mana open.
Yeah, once this whole chain kind of starts, it's very difficult, especially depending on if Tom has instant speed removal, which obviously I won't know until later. That in this situation, I don't think he did, but
Yeah.
and then over here, I'm mulling the decision of do I play the Felia, and lose it. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't have lost it now that I think about it because if I had played the Felia.
No, because he has another AJ in his hand.
Attack this at you. So you go to 13.
Yeah.
So
Oh
like
yeah,
he
so
would-
no, I would have definitely lost it either way.
Yeah,
I mean, it's unfortunate he had the double of Johnny.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, and it is what it is.
Yep.
Attack.
Mhm.
Trigger.
Yep.
And then he makes a guy and kills it.
Yep.
0 TB. Yeah. There.
Sure.
So it's that.
Oh yeah, you already sacked one. Yep.
Kind of forgot about it already. Probably because I was in the tank about like,
Yep.
how in the world do I have to verse double a Johnny?
This is the and I mean like I know that we talked about the interaction a minute ago. This is the interaction where like I want to have Wrath of the Skies in my hand, where I would not have topped the tune. I understand you drew into it, and like we're trying to get one card deeper, but like if the stakes and situations go bad, like I want to try and get to the Wrath as quickly as possible.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I end up even seeing one anyway, which is unfortunate. But
Spoiler alert.
spoiler alert for game 1. Yeah. I mean, that's what this matchup's going to come down to. If you're playing the blue-white variation, is just can you find the Wrath of the Skies before it gets out of
100%.
control?
Yeah, I get it. And I mean, like you also had other answers, like you said, you had Prismatic Ending, right? And a couple other cards that could have possibly done something. Like I think a pending here gets you a Riddler, draws you a bunch of cards, and like puts a blocker into play that now Tom would have to deal with.
I'll leave that on top.
I'm curious what it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have my list mixed up because I changed some cards. I did not have pending in the deck, but I mean that still leaves you with what?
You lied to us. You lied to everyone at home.
I lied to have. All right. So I have Witch's Enchanter and then Wrath
I'm at 6.
to kill off the off the bombardment or the static
cards
prison.
here, which is huge.
Your go.
And I mean, all he has is an Ajani. I mean, he does have one of the most powerful cards in his deck in his hand already.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Bleach.
Oh, and he's got an arena too, doesn't he?
He does have an arena, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
You.
I'm at 3.
Got an 18.
Alrighty.
Um,
What's the other
plus.
card? Is that a land? I see Felia, Force, and something.
And step.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yep.
Draw.
I guess that's an island.
Yeah, it's an island. I couldn't remember.
Okay.
So I think I come to a situation here where I'm thinking about potentially Felia, attack, blink out, a Johnny.
I don't know why he's looking at your graveyard. Like, I'm not sure what quote unquote matters here, but
I'm not gonna lie. Whenever someone looks at my graveyard, in general, not just this is just fun talk. I actually want to ask people like, all right, what do you actually did you actually gain anything from that, and do you remember like what it is that you saw
That you were
really
looking
was
for that
that was
mattered,
really
yeah.
relevant? I mean, listen, it does nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking
like
about whatever.
it was like I don't think there's like 2 of any card in your graveyard right now besides like fetch lands or whatever. Maybe
I just don't. I just honestly don't think when a person asks me, and I mean this, and I'm like I said, not just Tom, but anybody. I don't actually know if they remember what it is that they were looking for, and or what information they retained from looking at it. I don't think people have enough. Like you have to sit there with like a calculus or not calculus, abacus, but you know, either way. I mean, listen, it's no sweat off my back at that particular point.
Yeah. I think this is definitely the line you want to make, because theoretically, when this comes back in, you're going to draw a card. If that's a consult the star charts,
Beforehand?
Yeah.
did we just not play a land for our
Yeah,
turn?
I realized that I had not played a land.
Okay.
I was so in the tank about how not to die and what I needed to draw. So I remember that, you know, I figured out the line was like, well, if I don't have anything else of relevance, I'm gonna just have to use the solitude on the Riddler to gain the life. Which actually
Tom has an Arena of Glory and he just didn't use it.
I mean, I think it's a perfectly fine play to do it that way. You're not behooved to. I mean, he would have won the game because I didn't have anything. But
yeah.
And unfortunately, he just gets to kill my solitude here anyway.
0.
Yeah.
So now I really have to draw another thing.
Kill.
Draw.
Yep.
Look what was 1 card deeper.
What am I looking for here?
Granted,
That doesn't do
we don't know. Like, your deck wasn't exactly stacked. You shuffled a few times. You searched a little bit, but
yeah, no, I by no means did I play this very well.
All right, well, let's see.
But
are you going to use the I was tired?
No.
Ooh.
I just didn't, you know, play it as optimally probably as I needed to stay alive and win the game, but
what can we do here? We're dead to 0. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about it. At this point, the only thing I could have done if I didn't. Was it not an island? What did I? Oh no, I had a Riddler. That's what it was. Okay, I couldn't remember what I had anymore. Because
yeah, it was okay. I couldn't see it with the glare.
Yep.
All right. End step.
Yeah.
Trigger.
Yeah. I'll just do this.
I'm dead anyway.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste his time.
Almost stabilized, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you almost did.
It's actually kind of crazy for as amount of
interesting.
as far behind as I was. I actually didn't feel like I was out of that till that very last turn.
Yeah. So, looking at your sideboard and what you remember, what are you bringing in here?
Let's see. I gotta go look at my sideboard. So, I know I talk about it with Tom afterwards. I think I remember. No, I didn't bring in the force, but I usually took out the forces against some other people that were playing energy in the tournament because I felt like the lists are starting to differ now about who's running static prisons and who's not. So that being said, I kept the forces in because Static Prison is a pretty decent removal spell against me. So thinking, okay, if Tom keeps it in, I don't want him to have a 1 mana just free answer. He has also probably got more bombardments than maybe. I don't know if everyone's playing 3 anymore, but I figured he probably had more than 2.
More than a
So more than a few, sure. Or what is it? Several. Either way.
few. Definitely.
That being said, I wasn't running purges, so it would help if I have the deck right here somewhere. Well, I'm too lazy to go get it, but actually, no, I'm not too lazy. All right, everybody. I came prepared. So let's see if I can remember. I guess it would help if I wrote these things down. Brought in the subtlety.
Yeah. I think
Brought
we
in
had
the
talked a
fourth
little bit about
wrath.
this. Yeah. I was telling you to cut the counter spells in the matchup to bring in more of the reactive cards.
Yeah, and I think it would have been, if anything, if it's 4 cards, it's 2 rips, a wrath, and a subtlety. I like rip a lot. It doesn't stops the Ajani from flipping.
My sideboard's kind of hard.
Kind of makes it a little awkward for him.
Yeah, that's the hope for like another week, and then I guess like.
I mean, a lot of times with energy, I always feel like the deck is strong, but it's really getting the withering you down, and then all of a sudden the flage just comes back and does degenerate flage things.
Yeah.
So the rip kind of just says, well, you can, if you don't deal with it, the flage will eventually just be a lightning helix for 3 mana, which probably could be good in a lot of situations and be fine. But knowing that I don't have to deal with it after that, if there is a rip, just makes it a little bit easier to attack the deck on one axis.
They just seem bad.
Oh, I know. There's like
The
a.
Zenith, the one that like when you cast your second spell, you make 2 guys or put counters on everything, and then the other one with warp, and when you gain 3 life, you draw a card.
Yes, okay. I've seen the game 3 life draw card one.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know why people are trying those. It's just that you need to make them good, whereas like Spyro and Flage, you don't need to do anything.
Yeah, they just are good.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, since I've talked to Tom about that particular variation, I have seen a lot of energy decks playing the new 3 drops in
The game life.
Yeah, Halada. I don't know how to say it, but that one
Yeah.
seems to be the flavor of the week. I don't know if it's here to stay. Probably not, because
It does kind of wombo combo with Cat, like with the Ocelot Pride, where like you can kind of get stuff going, where like similar to how you would get stuff going with Guide of Souls, and then you can just cast her later when you want a 3-drop, which is nice.
I just don't see how they have homes.
yeah, the only thing that seems weird when I'm playing against it online is the whole
Like if
okay,
doesn't find a home,
you do it on turn 2 potentially.
Yeah, I think
It does seem a little bit slower
or Joshua.
and not as good as Guide, just because there is no energy involved, which just shows you how crazy Guide is, because it goes, because it gives you the energy, it's just so much better than this 3-drop that has half of the effect and also draws you a card, mind you. Like if you can gain 3 life, which is very possible because at the end step you get to stack the trigger anyway. So if you can somehow on turn 2 go warp her in, Pride, end step trigger, do it, you literally get a card from that entire interaction. So
Isn't it 3 life though?
yeah, but I believe you gain life from her, so it's 1, then 2, then the token at the end step.
That's when you had like Aether Hub and shit.
If I remember.
Additional energy, so you don't get punished.
Pretty sure I'm not losing my mind.
But even just Raptoring into a Johnny on third 2 is kind of insane. And it's red too.
I wish I knew how to spell these cards. That would probably help me.
This for reference, but I'll keep.
That's because her name is Halia. Yeah, whenever she or another creature enters, creature or artifact you enters, gain 1 life. So turn 2, you can go her, warp her for 1, Pride 2 life, and then now you're there at 3. So
yeah, that's pretty interesting. And it's this had you going to 6 on off of a mulligan.
Yes, and not the best hand. I think it was tune some lands, maybe a solitude or a subtlety. I can't exactly remember what I kept anymore, but it was not a great hand. But I didn't want to go to 5.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
You as well. Here you go.
So the more I think about it now, with how the deck plays, maybe I should have went to 5 try to find a decent
Discuss or something. Yeah.
Yeah, like a Wrath or maybe Felia and Quantum,
Here you go.
just to outdraw.
Combat.
1. 19 all.
Yep. Second main. 18.
I think Tom's opener just kind of shows you just the unfortunate consistency of energy, and this is why it's still the top dog in the format.
We'll see for how long that lasts. I do think this Esper deck can definitely push it down a few pegs.
Yeah, I'm excited. I know Respect the Cat's been posting a lot about it, and
it plays
always fan.
A lot of good cards, a lot of cards that deal in the main deck with what they're trying to do.
Yeah, it also has a very similar sort of fight to it, where there's just this whittling of resources, and especially with the Riddler now being able to kind of fill the hand back up. And I think for the deck, the Riddler is the Spyro, but just better.
Yeah, I would even say that like the Riddler, like I would put like Overlord in like the Flayed spot and like Riddler in the Spyro spot, and like just giving you like just a buttload of stuff to do.
Okay. Yep. That's good. Move to my step trigger.
Yep.
Go.
Draw. Not what I needed in my life.
Ooh.
Here you go.
Fortunately, didn't get to do it. Well, maybe I get to do it. Who knows? I could be lying again. But I did get to live the dream of failure away my opponent's permanent, non-land permanent, and then consign the trigger so that way it was gone permanently. And that felt pretty good.
Yeah, there's definitely some fun stuff to do there.
16.
I'll go to 19.
Speaking of consign, though, which is the baby brother to Stifle, did you know that Stifle is legal in Timeless?
I don't play a lot of the other non-standard formats on Arena. I did not know that. That's pretty dope. I'm surprised it's not banned.
Well, CJ lets me borrow his phone to show me his deck, which was of course degenerate like green black ramp with soul lands, and you strip mine, which is also legal in the format. I go turn 1 Catacombs go, and my opponent goes Island go. I fetch on the instep and get stifled. And I said to CJ, you could have maybe told me that, so I could have just fetched immediately. But I guess he wanted me to just experience getting stifled.
If you had to live through it, you have to live through it.
So what crazy format though, actually. Decided to look at some deck lists, and what a wild format.
More interesting enough, you're getting beat down by 1/1 cats, Victor. What do we do here?
In a perfect world, I dig like crazy to find a Wrath and hope for the best. The only problem is if you don't see it soon enough, the damage is going to be done.
It looks like you don't have any digging cards.
No. I don't believe I do, and yeah. Just gonna have to play this the old-fashioned way. Hey, sometimes when you play a control deck or a mid-range deck, whatever you want to call this, you end up seeing too many of the wrong side of the deck.
That's fair.
Especially with the subtlety.
Always seeing the best side of his deck because it's Boros energy. There's no bad sides.
You have how many cards? 5. That's a lot.
Okay, if it's 6, how much more does that matter, Tom? If it's 4, how much does that matter?
I think I've talked about this.
I want to talk to Tom about the number of cards in hand and whether or not he's keeping another Ocelot Pride on top of his deck. Like, because if you're any normal like control mage, you're taking this hit, and then if he like busts down the board, I mean, I guess he could go double Ocelot Pride here, and then
No,
make a
you just
crap
go
ton of tokens?
flage. You just go flage and pop. There's no reason to. Or you keep a Thraben Charm if you think someone to go failure shenanigans, but I've already, I think, represented that I don't have that, or I'm not playing that, especially
Yeah.
into this board. So
I guess that's fair.
you just deal me 4, you go to 22, I'm at 8. Even if I draw the Wrath this next turn, I'm taking 3. No, I'm sorry, 4. So I
Yeah,
go
and you
to
go down
8
to
to
4.
4. So, and then he's got 2 Ocelot Prides. He just goes pride, go, deal with it.
Yeah.
Thank goodness my memory is terrible, so it's basically watching this all over for the first time again.
Right.
Yeah, like I think he's trying to put you on not having a good card here. And he's going to play the Pride anyway.
I think here's where I make a mistake, even though I don't have.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. You literally, if in doing this, you make it so he has to put that card to the bottom. Otherwise, his next 2 draw steps are Pride, and if he doesn't have lands, he's not going to see more lands. And if he doesn't have anything else to follow it up with, he's not going to do much.
Go. Here you go.
Like you put him between like a rock and a hard spot in him deciding if he left one Pride on top, he went to slam the other one. You basically made him have to put it to the bottom because he's kind of been time walked.
2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, maybe it wasn't such a bad play as I think about it now, because I definitely would have been super dead here. Though, surprising enough, I do this as a knee-jerk reaction, forgetting that there's a...
Did he not realize he had a bombardment? I know he would have had to sack most of his field, but like...
We talk about it afterwards. I think he remembered, but just thought it was fine. I can't remember. I mean, listen, maybe in the moment he didn't when he snapped it off. So
if he attacks with the Pride, he's going to have to throw away 2 cats anyway, just to, yeah. But if he was going to do that, he would have got in for the. This is so weird.
You might have missed from last turn.
Okay. Second cat before regular damage. Sure. Second other cat.
Sure.
Move to my instep.
Like he could have actually got in for a point of damage there.
Here you go.
I wonder what he's going to draw.
Everyone at home, don't let my draws be indicative of how this deck does. I actually think that I actually have a fairly decent matchup here, but these draws are not.
Are you taking it?
Oh yeah, I'm taking it. That's food for thought.
You don't have any blockers.
I could have had a flash threat, but yeah, I do feel bad for the people at home watching, because I don't think the matchups as poor as these games showed. I just think that unfortunately I
7, 8, 9.
I'll consign both triggers.
Okay.
Stumbled a little bit.
Go to 8 because I got no other choice.
I love that he like was like, "Oh, you're dead," and you're just like, "I'm gonna consign
That's
those."
where we draw the Rizzler.
Yeah, because I think what that would have been.
Those guys.
That would be cool.
It was yeah. He would have made.
Yeah, I would have 6 more.
Yeah.
Been,
That, but I can hope. It's kind of similar.
Is it to consult the
What's
star
better,
charts?
The devil you do know or the devil you don't? No, I've been that.
Yeah,
there you go.
We gotta keep binning these tunes.
Right,
Yeah,
and it wasn't.
You needed to go bin that, because if you draw Riddler, you warp it, and then you have you already have the 2 egg,
Yeah,
2
it
energy.
didn't make a difference.
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference.
Oh, yeah, no, too many. Unfortunately, having to see a land off of.
Yeah.
needing
Well,
a land.
I think the first game.
It was a
I think that's
consult,
what we
or
got,
not a
folks.
consult.
Yeah,
but
it was a fun
Failure
match.
the second
Thanks
time.
for
Yeah.
showing us some new cards, Vic. We
I didn't have
appreciate it.
enough in my
I'm trying my best.
And
Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell. And if you'd like to support us, you could find us at our Bonfire store.
And a huge thank you to our sponsors, Nova Games and Brick, for hosting us for FNM. And please make sure to use our Mana Traders coupon code OCHM at signup for 25% off your third month.
I've been Sparky. Say goodbye, Victor.
Goodbye, Victor.